Do you ever wonder why you cannot stay consistent? You start something, you're excited, you feel motivated, you do it for 2 weeks, or you do it for 1 week, and then you quit. It happens to almost everyone, but the reason it does is because most people do it wrong. The truth is, consistency isn't about motivation, talent, or luck, or anything like that. It is about having the right systems and the right mindset, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to stay consistent with your goals, no matter what. The first thing is to stop relying on motivation, because motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, and I've said it in a few videos already that when you rely on something inconsistent, you are also going to be inconsistent. And motivation is one of these inconsistent things that a lot of people like to rely on because it feels good. It feels good when you are motivated, but if motivation is all you have and motivation one day just disappears, you have nothing to do, because if you rely on motivation in order to take action and one day you are not motivated, you're not going to take any action on that day. So you cannot just rely on motivation because it's going to come and it's going to go. Some days you're going to have it, some days you're going to not have it. You have to always remember that discipline is going to be more important than your motivation. When you are disciplined and you do the things that you are supposed to do every day, you are going to make way more progress than otherwise, and you are actually going to achieve your goals. Because what achieving your goals comes down to is doing the right habits every single day. And when you actually do these right habits every single day, that's when you are going to reach your goals. It is not going to come from only acting on the days when you feel motivated. It's going to come through action on every single day. It's not going to come from once being motivated and once doing something. You have to stick with something every single day in order to actually achieve the goal. You have to do it daily. You have to do these habits daily, not just when you feel like it. And that's the only way you're going to stay consistent with your goals. The second thing you should start doing is making things really simple. People overcomplicate their goals, and that's why they fail all the time and they just stop doing something. They set a big goal, they set this complicated goal that they want to reach, and yes, you want to reach that goal, but you have to start smaller. You cannot just set these really high goals in the beginning, because what is going to happen is you are missing steps on the way, and when you miss steps on the way and you don't take them, what happens is you're going to try to jump too far and you're not going to reach what you try to jump for, and then you're going to be like, okay, there's no point jumping because I cannot reach the point that I want. But you shouldn't be jumping, you should be stepping, you should be taking steps one by one. You should start small, and then as you reach the distance, then you are actually going to start achieving the big things and the big goals, and you're going to start going over the big lines and the big distances. But you have to go there step by step, not jump from once, because it's impossible. You cannot jump from once, you have to go step by step. And how you do that is you have to start so simple that it's basically impossible to fail. So easy that it's impossible to fail. For example, you can start with goals like 10 push-ups every day, or reading one page of a book every day. Start with something very simple, which you cannot fail, and once you start sticking to that, then move a step forward. Then increase the things. Maybe increase the amount of push-ups, maybe add another exercise, maybe add 2 more pages or 1 more page. Just add small things on the way, and this is how you're going to stay consistent, because discipline is a skill that you have to train, and you have to start small. And once you start small and you're consistent with the small things, then you can start having bigger things and moving forward. But you have to start small and you have to gradually build up. So start with something that you feel is way too small and you can easily do, and then just improve it step by step. The other thing is to create a system, not just a goal, because one of the most important things is that you can set goals and you can just not set a system. And when you just set goals, you're going to have these goals, but you're going to have no kind of direction of achieving them. You're not going to know what to do in order to achieve them. And if you have a system and no goals, you're always going to be better off, because you're doing the right things all the time. And doing the right things all the time is better than having the right goals but not doing anything about them. So the system is always going to be more important than the goals, and you have to set a good system. For example, instead of just saying, I want to lose weight, what you can do is you can set a system that you're going to work out 4 times per week, you're going to eat only healthy food, and you're going to, let's say, drink 3 liters of water every day. And if you do these things and you're on a calorie deficit, it is impossible to not lose weight. But you have to set the system, not just say, I want to lose weight. Set the system of how you're going to lose weight and actually act on the system, and that is the way to lose weight, not just to have the goal and not do anything about it. Because if you have the goal, but you don't have the road to reach that goal, then you're not going to reach that goal ever. You need the road, you need the plan in order to reach that direction that you want to reach. Another important thing is to track your progress every day, because what gets measured gets improved. If you don't keep track of what you're doing every day, how do you expect to improve your day? If you actually want to improve something, you have to be tracking it. You have to be tracking how often you're doing the things that you should be doing, and how often are you, how should I say it, like restricting yourself from the things that you shouldn't be doing. How often do you put away the distractions, and how often do you actually do the tasks that give you the progress? So for example, you can just have a simple checklist. Put in a few things in the checklist and check the boxes off when you do the things. You can have, like, for example, record a YouTube video, go to the gym, do shadow boxing. Just 3 simple things. Or you can add like maybe up to 6 things at most, because when you have more than 6 things, it's going to get complicated, and it's going to be, again, taking too many steps at once and trying to jump at once. Take it step by step, little by little. And just check off the boxes that you do, and then at the end of the day, reflect on it. See which boxes you checked off and which ones you didn't. And for the ones that you didn't, you have to do them tomorrow. So put them in again for tomorrow. Put in the ones that you already did today for tomorrow, or if you have different ones, you can use different ones. And then again tomorrow, check off every single box and go for all boxes. And once you do all boxes, you're going to feel way better, and you're going to see that you're actually making progress when you do it for a good amount of time, not just 1 week, not just 2 weeks, as I said in the beginning of the video, when you actually stick with it for a good amount of time. The next incredibly important thing is to remove the distractions and the excuses, because most people don't fail because they're lazy, they fail because there are more fun things to do. And the fun things to do keep you lazy. So how it happens is, you wake up and you instantly start getting distracted with social media, with scrolling on your phone, with watching videos, with watching stupid content, with doing something like that. And what this does is it sets the negative momentum for the day, and then it's very difficult to do something positive because you already have the negative momentum for the day. And it's very difficult to flip that momentum. So if you didn't have that, if you started your day correctly, let's say you wake up, you take a cold shower, or it doesn't even have to be a cold shower, you just take some kind of a normal shower, maybe you go running, maybe you do some push-ups, maybe you go to the gym, you just do anything, shadow boxing, and then you do something else productive. You record a video, or maybe you, I don't know, you work on some kind of a productive thing that you have going on, and maybe you read a book, maybe you do something good like that. And when you're doing these good things, it's going to set the good momentum, and it's going to keep the distractions away. And you cannot get distracted if you're doing good things all the time. And when you do good things all the time, it's going to give you this good momentum that is going to keep you going, basically. So you have to cut out the distractions. Social media, Netflix, games, partying, all of this you have to either fully eliminate or limit it to a very small amount. And this very small amount has to always be after you have done everything that you need to do. All of the productive things have to come first, and then you can do some of these bad things, because the bad things always flip the momentum, and the only way to reset bad momentum is basically to end the day. So if you do the good things the whole day, and then at the end of the day maybe you do some bad things, and then you sleep, and then you wake up and you start with the good things again, this sleeping and ending the day basically resets the momentum, and in the morning you start off with good momentum again, and that's basically how it's going to work well. But again, the distractions always make your discipline worse. So the more distractions you do before you go to sleep, the more likely you are to not do productive things after you wake up, or you are more likely to wake up late, which is also going to cause problems. Another thing that a lot of people neglect is to surround yourself with the right people, because your environment absolutely influences your consistency. If you have people around you that are always lazy, that are always distracted, that never work on their goals, you're going to become the same. and you're going to basically become a part of the friend group. So if you're a part of a friend group where all of the people are lazy and unmotivated, what is going to happen is you're going to become the same person. If you're with people who are always motivated, who are always happy, and who are always working on themselves, you're going to become the same way. So your friends absolutely matter, and if you have friends that are keeping you down, you have to remove these friends, get rid of these friends, because they serve no benefit to you. They drag you down, they don't push you up, so you have to change the friends. And the last thing that I want to talk about is to commit to the long game, because results don't take weeks, they take years. But trust me when I say, those years go quicker than you think. If you do the good things for years, these years are going to pass quickly and you're going to feel good throughout these years, because it's not like some terrible thing, some pain, some like you're getting hurt, it's sacrifice. No, it's not that bad. Like, of course, you have to sacrifice some things, maybe it's going to hurt a little bit mentally, but it's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Going to the gym for 2 years isn't like a bad thing, it's not an extremely difficult thing, it's just going there 3 times per week, let's say, or 4 or 5, however many you want. Building something successful isn't this painful thing, it's just doing the tasks that you need to be doing every single day. It is not that bad, and you're going to be getting results on the way as well, but the results are going to be most noticeable after months or even years. But after years, you're going to see how much it pays off. It pays off way more than you thought it would. So keep showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. And now to close the video, I want to tell you that you need to pick one goal, write down a system and track it for 30 days, and you're going to see what amazing results you're going to get. No excuses, no falling off, just results. And drop a comment of your goal and just commit to it, and you're going to make more progress than you ever thought you could. Thank you for watching.